And we are live, WrestlePurists Podcast 1, 2, 4, hosted by myself, AO, and Charlie. And Ricochet is reportedly on his way out of WWE this summer. Penta's AEW deal is reportedly up this summer as well. With apparently he's open to trying out some free agency. WWE is apparently interested in him. Chad Gable might be a free agent right now. His old WWE contract was reportedly up on Friday, and there hasn't been much reporting since regarding if he signed, if he hasn't signed. I believe it was reported that he's got a nice deal on the table, so we'll see what's going on there. And another thing I want to talk about is AEW, All In, Wembley, what's going to be the main event, because I think there's a few interesting directions that can go with it. So I just kind of want to kick around a few ideas, see which way everyone's leaning, see which way the live chat's leaning, see which way AO and Charlie are leaning, see what people want to see as it stands right now. Obviously, there's still a couple months to go, but you know, big show. You want to plan, you want to plan far in advance for something that big. So, but first things first, please like, subscribe, send any super chats, any questions, any of your takes, any of your predictions, anything like that. We'll get into them as soon as we can. Turn on the post notifications. Hope everyone's doing good. Starting with my fellow co-host, Charlie. What is up with you today?
I'm doing well. Literally just before this podcast, me and Lyric did a Forbidden Door breakdown of like what cards already been announced and our predictions for that show. And I think that'll be a lot of fun when that goes out. I think it's going out tomorrow. But I've been busy still. I thought after my 12-day stretch of doing a crazy amount of shit, my life would slow down, but it hasn't, to the surprise of absolutely no one. But busy, a little bit tired, but excited to talk some grabs that aren't just strictly Dynamite related as well. I feel like my first podcast back was the Dynamite review on Thursday. So
yeah. It's always so chaotic with you. You're always doing stuff, recording stuff,
going
to different territories without permission from the booker. It's you're doing a lot. Yeah. Ayo, you're a busy man as well. What's going on with you this week?
Indeed. Just doing my thing, living life.
Yeah, man.
One day at a time. Do you feel me? Got some errands done today. I'm doing. I just swear, so now I don't know what to say.
Is this just me? Is it more connection?
No,
okay. I was cutting. I thought it was more connection. That's why I didn't say nothing. More bad people. Yeah, no, you keep.
My connection's
keep
cooked.
Hold
on. Let me try to fix that.
I thought it was more connection, and I was just rolling with it.
I was like trying to piece together what you were saying, and then you looked confused as well.
Sorry, people. Also, I want to mention something that someone says in the live chat before we are. Someone said WrestlePurists counter programming against Joe Hoover. We are not doing such a thing. They're doing an NXT watch along over there on the late night grin. So we'll probably be finished before then. So anyway, AO hopefully sorting out his audio issues. He's he's floating right now. He's
Look, man, had a long day.
Okay.
Smoked a lot of herb. I'm doing my best over here. I'm doing my best.
He's trying his hardest. That's what we're all doing. That's what we're all doing. But all right, let's just get straight into it, man. Because the big story of the weekend. Because there's been so much contract news, man. It's hard to keep up with. It's like when I was going through, just like making quick notes. So I only make quick notes for these podcasts. But so when I'm looking through some of the things that have been reported over the past week, it's like. I know it's like there's the Penta thing, there's a Chad Gable thing, and there's other little things that have happened like contract-wise. There's so much contract news going on. Then I know a lot of people were already aware that like Ricochet's deal was potentially coming up like at some point this year, but like I think it was like Friday or Saturday that bomb dropping of just like he's informed WWE that he's leaving. Like so the report initially from PW Insider is he's given notice to WWE that he intends on leaving the promotion. After, an interesting run, which I think is fair to say that they didn't quite capitalize on what, Ricochet potentially could have been. Like, he didn't have like an embarrassing run or anything. Like, he was a TV regular. He had a couple mid-card title reigns, but, Ricochet is a special, unique talent, and they never quite captured that, But So he's an interesting one, of course, with the style of with his kind of like style of wrestling, how unique and like dynamic and stuff it is. It makes all the sense in the world for someone like him to go straight to AEW, you know, and it does seem like he's gonna play out that way. So Ricochet, AEW. You know, apparently there is some New Japan interest as well. It'd be cool to see him like do some dates and stuff like that over there. But it's got to be AEW, hasn't it? It's got to be AEW where he ultimately ends up. You know, Charlie, what do you think? You excited about it?
I am. Like, I've always been a fan of Ricochet, and like his stuff pre-WWE is like some of the best indie stuff out there. Really, he's such a like you say, he's such a unique talent. I think he does ultimately end up in AEW. Like, that wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. I want to see him go wrestle in Mexico and Japan for a bit first, though. Like, I want him to have a singles match against Mystico. That's what I'm after from this. But he's got potential to do that within the AEW sphere anyways, because of the partnership. So I feel like people will get all like the rematches and dream matches they want out of this, but he's going to do some cool stuff in AEW, I think, because like, obviously there's the Ospreay rematch, but there is a lot of like talent on that roster he could have really sick matches with. So I am excited.
Yeah, AEW, Ricochet, it seems kind of like a pretty much kind of like a perfect match, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, I think the coolest thing Ricochet could do is go to New Japan and be the top guy and just be presented as a fucking star and like the best wrestler in the world. But they don't have the funds to pay him, bro. They can't be competitive in a market where WWE and AEW are offering people deals nowadays. It's unfortunate. Hopefully the Japanese economy picks up, but until it does, they're really kind of like a non-factor in these free agency talks. So
yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Like that.
So yeah, him going to AEW is a perfect fit, though, in my opinion. Will he ever be AEW World Champion? I don't know. I think he could be, but I think that he would be presented in a much more serious manner. He was treated like you talked about it before. Like, he had the U.S. title run, he had the IC title run, didn't really do much else, but like he was treated like a geek in WWE by like the writers, by the fans, and all that shit. So even if he does just become like TNT champion and international champion and he doesn't get the world title or whatever, like I think he'll be treated a lot better by the fans and by management, in my opinion. He'll be treated like a top guy, like much more important. Like Pat, bro, like when he's in the States, are we ever thinking he's gonna be the world champion? No, bro, but like he's a serious somebody on AEW television. He's treated like a serious somebody. He's treated like a big star. He's had a good run despite all the other shit that he's had going on. So I think he could be like a much better version of Pac. Like at the worst, like not better in ring because I think they're both top tier, but like have a better run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Ricochet one, he's running WWE. Like I said, it's just really weird. So like, there was absolutely times where he was treated like a geek. Then there was times where it felt like they were heating him up, and then like it never ultimately led anywhere like too significant, you know. So it's like, I don't know, man. I said, like, would he be AEW World Champion? I don't know. You know, like, I don't know. I very much doubt it, to be very honest. But he's kind of like, I wouldn't say lost in the shuffle, but like if he settles in like an upper mid card or kind of like a standard mid card position in AEW, that looks very different to what it does in WWE. Because in WWE, kind of like where he's at now, like he'll lose a lot of matches. He'll never quite do anything too significant, and like sometimes the matches won't be given like proper chance to like properly flourish, and he'll be kind of just like plugged into things like he has been the past the past few months. But in AEW, if you're kind of just like a guy that is reliable for having like really good matches, like they will just kind of, you know, just every like 3 weeks you'll get like a 20-minute match on Collision against I don't know whoever that may be, and something like that just really suits Ricochet because like that's a completely different thing when it's Ricochet because he can do like a real cool showcase.
Yeah,
I think you know. Like,
did he lag for anybody else? Or?
Yeah, he lagged for me.
Yeah.
Is that Lil Boo?
I don't know who Lil Boo is, but big backup is in the building.
Boo's here. I was going to do a proper introduction for him.
Yeah.
We might as well do it now. Ibu, you are here. Backup hangman to some of you. I was going to say, fresh off that interesting space you did the other day, Ibu versus the World.
Oh, yeah, I did do that, yeah.
Yeah, you did do that. You're getting active with the spaces again, I'm seeing, Ibu, which is quite problematic for the WrestlePurists brand identity, I have to say.
Yeah, I don't even know exactly what started it, but I was just in the mood to do it. I was like, because you know what I really realized?
Was that the day you got 1 million lashings over the Penta shit?
It might have been. You know what it is, AO? I realized that a lot of these dudes that yell at me in my quotes and curse me out and call me, are we 5 minutes deep into this podcast? Call me a nigger. And
yo, there's I tell you this all the time, bro, but there's no point of a YouTube stream where you're allowed to say the hard R.
but either none of these people would ever debate me. They don't have the guts to actually debate me. Like, these people will curse me out and say all this about my takes. Grab a fucking mic. I'll debate any one of you niggas. Jobber Nation won't leave me the fuck alone. Grab a mic.
Bro, why don't you just block that loser?
Did Jobber Nation not jump in and...
He hyped up his people. He was like, I'm going to get Ibu, this AEW shill. I'm going to get him tonight. And I was like, all right, my nigga. And I sat there, Monty. I was like, hey, listen, where is he? You know? And then nobody actually had the guts to really fight me on anything. There's a bunch of people that already like me who were like, hey, Ibu, I wanted to know your opinion on this. I'm like, nigga, this is a debate space. What the fuck is this? But yeah, I'm here. I'm happy to be here. You know, I got all my shit done today, so I'm free to go.
Accomplished, man.
I guess my days off aren't days off, but I've spoken even as recently as an hour ago. I've been speaking to a lot of people in the business, Monty, about this Ricochet thing, because it's like, Ricochet's not Dwayne Johnson, but just the fact that he's doing what he's doing, and he's doing it this ahead of his time of his expiration, it has turned heads, and he's the talk of wrestling right now. And there's a lot of people giving opinions. There's a lot of people with insight. And so I'll let you toss it up, and then I'll kind of pause. I'll let you tee it up for me. And,
hey, yo!
Yo, my fault, bro. My fault, bro. It's been a long, you know. I'll let you tee it up for me, Marcy, and I'll just.
I was already talking about it, but we didn't get too far into the Ricochet conversation, other than the fact that it seems very, 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 very likely that it's going to be AEW for him.
Oh, he's going to AEW. Like, there's no, we don't got to.
That's what I mean, so.
He's going to AEW. But do you know how insane it would be for someone with 7 weeks ahead to go in their contract in WWE, where you're making good six-figure money, to tell them you're leaving to not go to AEW? Like, from a money standpoint, I want people to realize this. He's not going to get a comparable deal anywhere else. So to tell WWE with 2 months to go, basically, yeah, I'm leaving. And it's like people write comments, Monty, like, I think he's going to TNA. Go fuck yourself. Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Nobody moves like that in wrestling. You go to TNA when you get fired by WWE, and you're like, fuck, shit. Yo, Tommy, you got something for me? Like, that's how that works.
Yeah, I saw a Top Dollar reel the other day, like that fucking short form content shit, and he was like, and it was that one YouTuber, Brandon Does Everything. He was like, what's the best way to get into TNA for everybody out there wondering? And Top Dollar flat out, he's like, yo, get fired by WWE if you want to get into TNA, bro. It's the easiest way to get there.
Yes, bro. No Way Jose got hired.
They brought in No Way Jose during a pay-per-view, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, yo, do you remember what his name was?
Wasn't it just like No Way?
His name was No Way.
It was just No Way.
You know what his theme was, Ayo? Ayo, they took his theme from WWE and they just edited Jose out of it. So it was No Way. No way.
Bro, there was no way, bro.
No pun intended, but there's no way they couldn't figure out a way to, like, still, like, be corny as hell about his WWE name, but it not be just like No Way. Like, what does that even mean? What does No Way mean, bro? Like, you couldn't think of anything else.
I can't even think of anything. Bad dude Tito. He changed his name up for MLW. I think he changed it to like Big Bad Tito because of copyright shit.
Bro, but even if you just change it to like Enrique, no way, Jose, like you're allowed to do that.
No way, Enrique Jose. Like
you're allowed to do that, bro. Like, but they was just like, nah, we're just gonna go with no way. No.
That's the ultimate. You remember Spider-Man 1 where Peter was talking to the promoter and that nigga said, "You're the human spider" or some shit like that. No. Oh no. He was like, "What's your name?" "I'm the human spider." "No, bitch, you're Spider-Man." Like it felt like No Way Jose pulled up, and they were like, "Yo, so what are we calling you?" And he's like, "I don't even know, bro." And like, "Yo, you're No Way, get out there."
He had no ideas.
Yeah.
No cool or nothing. But
good thing Ricochet owns his name.
Yo, but before you got up here, I was saying, like, how cool would it be if it was financially viable for him to like just go and be the top guy in New Japan for a little bit right now, bro?
That'd be preferable. I got a hotter take. If Will Ospreay was not in AEW, I was like really, really close friends with Ricochet. Unless Tony like offers big money, because obviously if the offer's big, then like of course do what you got to do. If the offers are comparable and Will Ospreay wasn't in AEW, I would just tell Ricochet to stay and re-up for like 2 years, to be completely honest with you. But here's the thing. Him in New Japan would be amazing. He has unfinished business there. They didn't fucking let him work as a heavyweight. And I think...
Bro, that's why he fucking left, bro.
Yes. If they gave him in this New Japan, if they gave Ricochet the opportunity to work heavyweight, that's a genuine product changer in terms of changing the complexion of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah. And I would get so into that. Hey, yo, brother, I would be locked in watching these major shows live every fucking time if I knew that.
Bro, no one is going to be like Ricochet versus Shota Umino in the main event, bro. Ricochet versus Yota Tsuji in the main event.
That's what I'm saying. And so when I look at his move, Monty, because as somebody that like closely watches both products, right? It wasn't even that like he had like a totally shitty role on like Triple H's Raw, but his role was he is a utility mid-carder.
Yeah, you gotta see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was a utility mid-carder who they said, "Yo, hour 2, give this guy a good match," and you lose. That Dragunov match that we saw, hell of a match, right? 14 minutes, balls to the wall. Give Dragunov a good match and heat him up. He's the one we're looking at. He's slotted, right? And so even if, because I saw people in my mentions doing the thing of like, he's probably going to have the same role in AEW, but guess what? It's the same role. It's a different system. And I look at it like sports, and with Ricochet's skill set, even if, worst case scenario, he is a slotted utility mid-carder used to do matches on like Collision and shit, right? It's a totally different outlook on him, because the way AEW does things, he's going to have... What's funny?
You're just talking quite a lot right now,
I'm sorry.
Joe Holbrook's been on screen for about 90 seconds and just hanging out. Wanting to introduce him to the show.
It's no big deal, you know. No big
deal. In AEW, he'll be able to showcase his strengths better, which are frankly just his wrestling. And so if he gets to just do that more, that's already an upgrade. It's kind of like Claudio Castagnoli, who isn't a main eventer in AEW, but he gets to do his thing more.
Yeah.
So that's why it's an upgrade.
All right. The big man is here. Big reactions in the chat. I don't know if you saw him, Joe, but you know.
I did. I saw them come and go. I was standing on the apron.
Wait for the hot tag.
Randy Orton hot tag.
Really make some shoulder tackles and hit the ropes hard.
He was over there selling his back, bro.
He's doing shoulder.
Waiting for the hot tag. Ibu's been laying on the mat selling his back for the last 5 minutes.
You know when wrestling, when like they start stomping on the apron, like dum dum dum, and he's like hello,
stomping the steps where the people were ready minutes ago.
The tags taking so long they just give up, bro. They put their hand down, like the tag rope.
I did that. That means I'm gonna have to work extra hard. I'm actually do stuff now.
I did that so where I'm crawling towards like my corner and I just collapsed midway.
Yeah.
Oh man, welcome to the podcast, Joe.
Well, that's all right, mate. I just that's what I do. And I show up, get a big reaction. Business is booming. Looked at the topics and said, "Yeah, I saw the topics."
Moves, you know?
They called the Holbert pop for a reason.
You can imagine my excitement when I saw what you guys were talking about. I said, "Oh, fuck, let me get me in on top of that, baby. Let's go. Let's talk about some Ricochet and Penta." Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Let's go. Have you heard about Penta? He's been controversial this weekend. Have you heard?
I wonder what started that.
Yeah, some fucking asshole.
Definitely not on screen right now.
Some
you know,
prick is causing a lot of trouble.
You know what guy DM'd me? Did you guys see my tweet where I basically said that like Jey Uso versus LA Knight versus Penta would like make me want to harm myself? I don't know if y'all saw that tweet.
Oh, dude.
Someone DM'd me and was like, what's wrong with LA Knight?
That was me. Don't put my DMs out there, bro.
Another guy DM'd me genuinely was like, "You don't think that would cook, bro?" Like unironically, like not even like trying to. He was just like, "You don't think that would be a good match, man?" He sincerely just wanted my take on that, and I was just like, "All right, man."
Well, anyway, without you, Bill, it's been a negative part of the internet wrestling community.
That's crazy.
Joe Hall, but Ricochet is reportedly on his way out of WWE. It's got to be AEW, you know. Yeah, I don't think anyone's suspecting any crazy wild card. Maybe some appearances, but where he signs a contract, you know. Joe, you're pulling faces. You're thinking about MLW.
Maybe he's finally going to be the one who makes an impact, probably. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's got some Ace Austin matches up his sleeve. I don't know.
Yo, if Ricochet unironically just straight up signs an Impact, Fortune 4 needs to do some things and ruin this his life. It is what it is. Like you just gotta.
Well, I'm not letting that happen. If you hear this right now, Trevor, I'm not letting that happen. So
you're forgetting something. Like TNA currently has a red hot working relationship with NXT, which is
red hot,
the fastest, actually the fastest growing brand in all the sports entertainment. So when you consider that, Ricochet might want to get into NXT as a pretty hot ticket right now, right? So maybe he's leaving WWE to go to NXT, bro. Have you thought about that? I won't consider that before I got here. That's why I'm here.
Speaking of which, six black women, multiple ladders tonight.
That classic.
Combined, I'll say for me, a combined
6 black women. Wait,
five.
No. I didn't feel comfortable questioning that part.
Wait a minute.
I don't know who's in the match.
Say for me, the average experience level of these performers is about 1.5 years.
Yo, I looked at that match graphic for the first time, like literally 5 minutes before you went on air.
Yeah, and
I was just like, "Oh no, what the fuck is this?" Because like there are wrestlers on there. Like I'm not an NXT watcher, right? But I see the clips and I watch like maybe like half the pay-per-views, right? So like there are wrestlers that I like in that match. Ruka, Kalani, but like
Lash.
Yeah, I like Lash, but like they can't like they can do the first two. They could do a lot of cool moves.
Yes,
but they can't necessarily wrestle yet. And I'm just like, is me and him supposed to keep this match together by herself?
Lash Legend is a ring general and a WWE PC
and
coach.
So what I'm getting at here, folks. What I'm getting at here, folks, is there are 12 knees in this match. I think we should all right now preemptively do a quick moment of silence for these performers.
Bro, look at this bad energy you're putting out into the universe.
It is what it is. Ayo, I'm doing the math.
I'm hopeful.
NXT is not some sloppy shop, bro. It's the fucking leader in sports entertainment. I just told you that.
Wait a minute,
bro. Fastest growing television show.
They're red hot. I told you they're red hot.
Entertainment right now.
If someone tears the ACL, they'll go straight to the doctor with a gate receipt and say, "We're red hot, baby. You got to put them back on the road." That's the way this business works. Get them back in.
I don't know, man. I'm not as terrified. Like I understand it because, like, you know, there's a lot of green women in this. It's like
I think
there's ways you can plug these women into something.
Monty, bro. Like there's a lot of high flyers in this match, and like the average PC trainee,
there's 2
can't catch a dive. Is it? I don't know.
Kalani Jordan is. I wouldn't even say she does crazy dives. She's just extremely athletic, and you know she can pretty much do. Soul Ruka can do like anything. Jada Parker's not a flyer. Mia Yim's not a flyer. Lash Legend's a powerhouse.
Gravity would not be kind to Jada Parker if she tried to.
Fine, fair enough. Fair
Not in the
enough.
match, is he?
I mean, Fallon Henley knows how to work. Mia Yim knows how to work. Lash Legend knows what she's doing, but I wouldn't say she's good. Kalani Jordan can do some cool stuff. Sorry can do very cool stuff, and people like Jada Parker. So,
do we think
real people?
Do we think the Sexy Red will get involved in this match?
She's winning it.
She's not going over?
Fucking winning it.
I went out of my way to watch the clip of her with Rock's daughter, and the entire time Rock's daughter is terrified that she's just going to say something weird on live TV. Like, she's just like, it's North American Championship! And she's like twerking and shit, and like, Rock's daughter is just kind of like, oh, okay. Right.
Imagine how Sexy Red felt talking next to Rock's daughter in a second. That'd be more scary.
Oh my god.
She had no clue the fuck that was.
I'd rather do a segment with Sexy Red, I think.
oh man, what is she gonna get up to tonight?
I saw the clip of Sean telling Sexy Red, "Come to Daddy," which is
that was fucking crazy.
I need Sexy Red to be the one who climbs the ladder and hooks the belt and just hands it to like Jada Parker or something like that. Let's get some heat.
This is not going to be good. So at this point, make me laugh. I need Sexy Red to jump off a ladder.
Will it be better or worse than that women's Money in the Bank ladder match from like 2 years ago?
It'll be worse, probably.
Bro, Shotzi had an absolute disaster class in that match, bro. Like a 5-minute low light reel.
That was the match where Alexa posted like a note statement to make it clear that Shotzi didn't kill her.
Yo, that day.
Statement like, guys.
Bro, Shotzi left Twitter over that match, bro.
It was crazy. People were crazy about it, but it was a crazy match.
Yo, guys, you always talk about my ill-advised posts. I did the foolish thing. I was like, so the thing about women's ladder matches is...
I remember that. They were calling you all types of misogynists and pieces of shit, and you hate women. They said you hate your mom. It was like,
what's the funniest... You can't use good wrestlers here. What's the funniest AEW women's ladder match you could put together? 6 people.
Oh, Madison Rain is
funniest?
in
that. Yes, funniest.
Madison Rain is in
Madison Rain.
Madison Rain.
Okay. Harley Cameron.
What's the Ice Girl's name?
Lady Frost.
Yeah, Lady Frost. Because she would do like a sky twister off the ladder. Nobody would catch her. Anna Jay, absolutely. Yeah. Abaddon.
Yeah. Julia Hart, right? She be in there.
Yeah, we need Julia Hart in there.
Fuck it, let's go 8. Let's throw Sky Blue in it. That's 6.
Nah, come on, bro. We can't put Sky Blue in there.
You can't put Sky Blue in that group. That's mean.
Come on, bro.
What about DMD? DMD.
DMD. Gotta have some star power in there.
You gotta throw a star in there.
No, you need Soraya in there if you're gonna put a star.
Oh, let's go.
There you go. That's the line.
Let's go.
All right, let's before we continue Ricochet discussion, I feel like we only slightly touched on it. All we said was we think he's going AEW. But I think that's what everyone thinks. Do a few super chats first, though. So get them in now, people, and we're gonna get through them because we got some time, man. We just got just under an hour before NXT starts, so we got time for these super chats today. Kale, 50 pesos, appreciate you as always. Mr. Ebu, I cannot help but notice that this Penta campaign comes off the heels of those fine, worthy accents on Tuesday. # noticing.
Listen, no one watches the Raw reviews. We don't got to bring attention to this, you know. We don't got. For context, for those that don't know, I just when I recap things, I'll do an impression. It's more so just me recapturing the moment of the show.
Seems kind of racist.
And I did Rey Mysterio.
Accusations.
I did Rey Mysterio, and Kale was like, "What the fuck,
dude?" Hey man, he's got the right to say it. He's got the right to say it.
It was just him going, "Carlito, you're a traitor. That's why Dragon Lee is gonna take you out next week."
Doing it again.
All right. Admittedly, that sounds a lot like Rey Mysterio.
Carlito, you're a backstabber. And no
Oh,
punch.
you don't start him off on the fucking impressions because like once he does one, he'll do like 12 this episode now. So I don't need this in my life, you know.
You just need a little bit more rasp in your voice, and you really hitting the nail on the head.
Caden Lee, part of the fan, 199. He's asking you again, Ibu, have you watched that match yet?
No, leave me alone.
What part of the family is
which match is
Drake Maverick
You want me to watch
versus
Drake
Reggie
Maverick
or
versus
R-Truth or some shit?
Is Caden Lee signed? Has he got a deal?
No, leave me alone.
He's very lawless, Caden is. He just sent me a very worrying text message about what's that? Tell you what. Very worrying. It can change the trajectory of his business. 12 minutes. 12 minutes ago.
My goodness, and he's sending super chats? Good God, what happened to this business?
I said he's lawless, bro. He's a reckless man. Anas the Sultan, $2, appreciate you. Hating Sami Zayn and Willow makes you a white supremacist. Who hates Willow and Sami Zayn?
I was going to say
white supremacists.
Fair.
I'm Drag 100 rupees. We need Dragon to hold that world title one last time. You just can't tease it and have no payoff to it. It's booking malpractice if you don't at this point. Dragon, please, bro. No, they definitely can tease it and not do it because they've done it about 5 times.
You can absolutely do that.
Here's the thing: me and Mr. Joseph Bing Bong has discussed this. That might be Dragon's dream, but certain other men might be looking at him and going, "Brother, you stole my dream years ago, and I never had a big moment. Fuck you and your desires and what you want and your big moment. You piece of shit. You dirty slag."
That's so
Look,
much.
man, I'm gonna let y'all know this. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, he would rather amputate his own leg without anesthesia than ever win a championship ever again in professional wrestling. It's not happening, brother.
And he'd happily play at your heartstrings just to create heat for an opponent at Wembley.
Yes.
Like he'll very much do like the backstage promo. He's just I don't know how I can't get it done. Like I thought I was the best. Maybe I'm not the best. And start crying and shit. He's full of shit, bro. He didn't want to win the title. If he wanted to win the title, he would have it, but he doesn't.
Ayo, no one remembers. He cut this exact same promo before facing Roman before his WWE career ended. He was just like, this is my dream, and this is going to be my last WrestleMania, and I'm going to go out on top, like, winning a championship, and that's because and he just fucking lost. Like,
bro, and then he couldn't leave fucking Stanford fast enough, bro. He got out of this skipping.
He got the fucking
skipping and whistling, bro.
He cut that promo and went into shoot interviews. Was like, yo, I felt nothing about any of that. Like, I felt absolutely.
He said I felt like this is what death was like.
Yo,
he always has weird quotes like that, isn't he? Like always coming out with like.
It's kind of sick. It's kind of sick.
But yeah, who knows? We'll get into that because that's obviously a potential main event for Wems, which I want to get into. Rossi 499, Little Boo. Nice of you to join the pod, and thank you for your kind words and support and donations you sent to Marigold. You are welcome to come to a show.
How much have you sent?
That's undisclosed, and we really shouldn't get into those types of dealings and informations on shows like this. But
all I'm gonna say is,
Mr. Ogawa,
take a closer look at Bozilla's deal.
Ibu's self-funding Bozilla's deal.
Listen, Mr. Ogawa-san, I appreciate you and all your beautiful contributions to pro wrestling.
Calling him Mr. and San is crazy.
That's
just crazy. Like you just double dip. You double dipped on the dick eating.
That's like going like Mr. Senor Pentagon. You know,
Anshan $2. Tongan's out of my news. Wallahi, we might be back.
Oh my god, bro! You never been more back.
Bro, I saw someone post a picture. It was a WWE account, and it was like Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Solo Sikoa, Hikuleo, the new bloodline. I was just like, what the fuck?
Bro, WWE accounts were posting like pictures of Hikuleo and just going crazy, and I'm just like, hey, you've never seen this nigga wrestle before.
No.
So, and somebody posted this picture. It said that he was joining the bloodline, and you're twerking over this, so you want to fuck him, right? Like you want to fuck this nigga.
I was just about to say, hey, they just want to fuck.
Like you want to have sexual relations with Hikuleo, right?
Yes.
Because like what else? What are you excited about?
I don't get it because to me he looks like Tiger Woods with curly long hair. He looks like Tiger Woods with long hair. Hey yo, I got stomped out today because I quoted that and I said, I just said, but people will tell you Ricochet and Chad Gable aren't good enough, and people might reply like, you don't get it, Mark. You fucking stupid Mark. So, you know,
you do get called that a lot. To be fair.
Yes.
Maybe you should. I don't know. Take a closer look at it. Anyway,
no.
$2, Angel again. 2 block G1s are back. Inoki can rest peacefully.
Correct, but it is still 20.
Inoki ain't resting peacefully, brother.
True. No. Yo, if this is like Family Guy, you gotta cut away and like you gotta cut away and all here's ow.
He's literally getting tortured in hell. Then he gets the news that 2 block G1s are back, and he's like, "Oh, neat." Then they go right back to torturing him in hell, bro.
Inoki-san, 2 block G1s. He's just like, Ichiri-san da, you know, and then he gets back to getting fucking killed. Oh man.
Anyway,
what is happening?
Vinny May, $4.99. Over on 2.5 ACL surgically repaired by Dr. James Andrews from tonight alone. Bonus points if sexy red twerks hers into oblivion.
Why do they have? I saw a clip, Monty. You watched this program, so you have to be the representative here. Am I to believe that there was a backstage segment where Sexy Red was trying to motivate the former Jay Malachi, now known as Javon Evans, and Trick Williams before a tag main event, and she did so by twerking in front of them, and they clapped along and encouraged this, and then dapped each other in elation.
Listen, man, I ain't gonna get into like motivational and tactical approaches of professional athletes.
Good call.
We're just here to have some fun. You know?
Everyone's different.
Bro, this is the most like CW network ass show ever, bro. Like it's gonna fit in just fine over there with the bullshit they got going on screen.
Okay, man. Fastest growing show in all sports heads down. Anyway,
yeah.
Andy, $2.99, appreciate it. TNA need more roster. AEW and WWE full of roster.
Talk to him. That's what I said.
Yeah,
you laughed at me.
Bro, you people say this, right? You people say this, but I saw a Mustafa Ali tweet the other day, and I'm making this number up, but it's in the ballpark, and he was like, "I'm now 50-0 on this tour," and I checked Cage Match, and he is about 50-0. Charlie, Monty, Joe, Ibu, I have a question. 4 big wrestling fans, right? Mm-hmm. So much so that you've dedicated hours upon hours upon hours on covering, talking about, and discussing wrestling. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask you what are your favorite matches from this Mustafa Ali run?
Oh, there's been so many of them.
Go ahead, bro. Just start rattling them off, but just let the chat know what you're thinking.
He had the well, I'm sure one of those Chris Sabin matches might have been good, right?
Yo, Joe was like, he was in TNA. He must have worked Sabin, right?
Yo,
you know what this reminds you of? You remember when Chris would pretend to know about old Aldridge band? And he'd be like,
and he was just like, we were like, yo, so what were your favorite Masawa matches? And he literally just started listing the pillars and June.
His match with Taue and Kawada and Kobashi.
Has he worked with Amazing Red or Petey Williams yet? Those guys are pretty good, right? They're still down.
Yo, Petey Williams is a Fed producer.
Who's counting?
Hilarious.
You wrestled Sanjay Dutt, yeah.
Hilariously, Petey Williams was Ricochet's favorite producer in WWE.
Well, there you go. Take that one, Scoopsters. Run wild.
Anjan $2. Joe making towns for both Nuge and WrestlePurists. # run to the grind.
Is he referencing that you look like Walker Stewart? Or what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Me and him are friends now. He followed me on Twitter.
I'm crying.
We're really close friends. And I assume at some point we're going to do one of those twin magic gimmicks, and I'm just going to commentate one of the shows if anyone notices. He's about a foot taller than me, though. So
we get Walker on worldwide.
We should, yeah. We should.
Get some stilts.
Kim Joe just being like, the referee needs to get a hold of this one. Oh, it's Dick Togo.
Joe making that dick-to-dick contact call. Oh my gosh, families would be fed.
All right, Match Fan 84 199. El Desperado fought to call this wrestler around.
He's one of my favorite wrestlers.
He was like okay, and then like the pandemic happened, and now he rocks.
Yeah,
that's what happened to me.
I just got fat. I don't know. Like,
no one was watching my shit before the pandemic, you know.
I used to be in shape, Joe. I don't know. You know, like I used to be able to, like, you know, jump and run.
I never could.
Yeah, you know, you're too old, man. Hush $5. AJ got to be forced to say I quit to that Polynesian blonde racist. Good brother's gonna get clapped. Dwayne, please save us from this dictatorship.
What the fuck is this, dude? What is it?
I don't know. It's the sort of behaviour of AO and Ibu encourage. So
what would have to happen to Brandy Rhodes?
Yeah.
What would have to happen to Brandy Rhodes / Liberty Rhodes / Mama Rhodes for Cody Rhodes to say I quit in this match?
I think if they just hold the steel steps over Brandy's like body while she's leaning there, Cody's gonna say I quit. But WWE I quit matches, bro. When was the last time a babyface lost one of those?
The last one.
What was it?
It was Edge and Balor, and Edge was handcuffed, and Beth Phoenix had a.
That don't fucking count. When was the last time a full-time babyface lost one of those?
Yeah, that counts.
I must admit,
it doesn't happen often. To your point, you know.
The stipulation did surprise me because
Edge is like part-time and a legend, putting people over and shit.
Right?
Like.
No, yeah, I'm with you. It's AJ just got a lot of heat out of that angle, and it's like that match is next weekend, dude. Like it's. I quit's a pretty tough spot to come back from, you know. Like,
right?
That's what they have.
I would have never made that an I quit match, bro. Because I believed AJ was gonna win. Like I would have went into that match thinking AJ's winning.
Same.
But now I'd never think that fucking AJ's gonna make Cody.
Again, you have to remember though, WWE I quit. In WWE I quit, the format is the heel quits, the babyface is forced to quit usually because somebody has been taken hostage or something. It's always, oh my God, Jey Uso in the pandemic, he had that I quit Hell in a Cell, that Hat in a Hat match that they had. And in that one, Jimmy Uso was getting bludgeoned by Roman Reigns, and then Jey was like, "Stop it! I quit!
That was kind of beast.
Yeah, so that's what it always is. The babyface usually he never quits because that's not virtuous, right? They never give up. But when a loved one is in danger, in jeopardy, you know, and it's a Green Goblin fucking Mary Jane situation, that's when they have to fucking throw in the towel. So,
bro, Cena had like a dozen I quit matches, didn't lose a single one.
Well, he's a terrorist, you know. So like, you know, here's the thing: if Cody comes out with his wife, he's losing the match. It's that simple. If he's coming out with his wife or the mother is ringside, he's losing. If they're not there, he's not going to lose.
They could have Mia Yim pull her over the barricade. Pull Randy over the barricade, bro. Bludgeon her with fucking kendo sticks or something.
Michael Cole starts screaming that she's a mother and all things of that nature.
Stop it! Liberty's at home watching.
Oh my God.
Anyway, the super chatter whose name I'll never read, $2, appreciate. Is a Ricochet Ricky Starks trade fair value for both?
No, it's not fair for WWE.
That's fair.
The WWE's getting fucking.
Thank you, Mike. Let's go to the next one. They
get bent over there. Yo, Ibu, what are your thoughts?
Nah, let's go to the next.
Nah, come on, bro. 360 people in here. What are your thoughts?
On the Starks Ricochet trade?
Yeah, bro. Like you fair trade? You think it's not even?
I think that both guys would fit better in the opposite system.
No. That was not the question.
Okay.
The question was, do you think Ricochet, Trevor Mann, for Richard Starks is a fair trade?
I think Richard is a better promo than Trevor, and Trevor is
again. You're answering things that weren't asked of you.
No,
I don't know why you keep doing that. I'm confused.
I don't think it's a fair trade. I do not.
Okay. Ricky sucks.
Axel,
anyway, let's
64 $5. Appreciate. Yeah, once saw Hikuleo at JFK, walked to him hoping for an autograph, but accidentally tripped on a 2-year-old. He saw me, and I got so embarrassed.
Jesus Christ!
My mom met Hikuleo. She was
Well, hold on.
Yeah, she.
Wait.
My mom works at TSA, and so And so she always runs into wrestlers and shit, and it's really funny because like he was like, "Hey, boy, I saw this big bald man, Gold Bond." I was like, Goldberg, man. She's
Gold Bond.
Always runs into wrestlers, right? And so Hikuleo, she's like, "I saw this tall man. I thought he played basketball, and no, he said he wrestles for Japan Pro Wrestling." And I'm like, "Oh," and she shows me the picture, and it's Hikuleo, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So. She never notices them unless they're like strikingly tall, and then she just asks them, "Hey, what do you do?" And then
the
they go,
airport
like,
test, brother.
Yes, yeah, little airport.
Yes.
Bro, I've only seen. I fly a lot. I've only seen 3 wrestlers in my life. Fucking Deonna Purrazzo, which was actually somewhat recently. Jim Duggan, and fucking some diva. I forget her fucking name. One of the divas from like 2002.
I saw Mick
I've
Foley.
never seen a wrestler at an airport.
Really?
No.
I met Mick
That's
Foley. I met Mick Foley at a Nets game. He was getting chicken tenders. Yeah.
I've seen wrestlers out in the wild, but like we saw.
It was Layla.
Oh my God, Mick
Out
Foley
in the forest, you know.
Yeah, right. Fun fact, folks. Mick Foley legitimately wears that flannel in public. Like just doing things. Like he actually, I was like,
bro, he's as real as it gets,
bro. Because like with the flannel thing, I was always like, oh yeah, that's just what he wears in real life, bro.
I thought that's
just wore it on
the
TV.
TV gimmick. Like he just wears it.
Like he just never fucking wears flannels when he's not in character.
He wears suits.
He's going to watch. Yeah, right.
Fucking
basketball game. He's like, yeah, let me get this flannel off.
Hey man.
Oh, man, a few
Put that shit on.
I guess.
Yeah, man. All right. Keep the questions coming. Black Yakuza, $94.5. Billy Goat is great. Is he gaslighted Ricochet to leave in WWE? Bro, they don't love you like we do. Come on.
Yo, I'm gonna say this about that.
Go on.
Oh, wrestlers do have pride, and when their peers, some wrestlers really do value like how their peers view them, and even if Ricochet was, and he wasn't even like miserable in WWE, when a bunch of your old friends are just kind of like, "Yo, this what they got you doing, bro? Like this, what's the name of your belt, bro? The Speed, bro? Like, you know, it's like
yo." I told Ibu earlier today, but like, I was told by a worker that the boys have caught on to like if you appear on WWE Speed, you're gonna get slandered, so they kind of like just don't want to do it anymore. But so like, I was told expect like just straight like catering people on Speed.
You know what's nasty about it? Genuine, because I was talking to someone in WWE, and he was just kind of like, he's like, we don't even like, because he basically just throwing his hands like, it's not main event, like it's we put good, we want to do good matches for Twitter, and I was just kind of like,
wait, you talking about a worker or creative?
No, yeah, someone in creative basically was saying,
okay.
He basically was exasperated at like how Speed has now become a meme, right? And I said, how did you not expect this? It's the Twitter show with a Twitter belt, and he basically was like, yeah,
it's the 3 minutes, bro. Like if they wanted to do like. Real,
right,
like you know what I mean. If they actually wanted to experiment with doing like a social media show, live stream, whatever the fuck, yeah, then you know you could have maybe tried something that isn't. Bro, 3 minutes is crazy.
It's a couple things out of the issues, right? Like AEW fans want to get their lick back from the abuse that they had to take about like AEW Dark for those years, and then also there being like a championship doesn't help because if it was just like we have matches on here, it wouldn't be that like Andrade versus Ricochet. Win or lose, like some people get jokes off, but it wouldn't be a big deal. But Andrade standing there with the belt on his waist, that look on his face, like no, bro, it's gonna go viral every time. You're gonna get pointed at and laughed at.
And it's crazy. Like Cody Rhodes was in a Twitter space with Triple H and like some guy who represents X. And Cody and Hunter are putting over how like we have so many talented athletes. I mean, there's so many cool things you could do with the concept of Speed. And I'm just sitting there listening. I'm like, bro, y'all just don't understand wrestling Twitter. Like you just don't understand how they're gonna react to this. And so yeah, at the end of the day, it's officially stigmatized. You know, it is stigmatized.
Yep. And as the Sultan, $2 this week is the most compelled of being with Tony Storm. I mean, yeah, it's obviously the Mariah May stuff is starting to pick up, and yeah, I'd assume it's just going to get more and more layered very quickly over the next couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Anjan $2. Andrade taking that speed title to Heights. # #El Hey man.
Hey, bro, when Andrade wears that speed belt to the next TNA taping, oh my god, chills.
Bro, yo, here's a good example of what I'm just talking about. Fans were dunking on speed as a concept in the belt. Ricochet was defending it on Twitter to fans, yelling at them, right?
Uh-huh.
He basically like, nah, like, I'm the face of it. Like, I'm really taking it to another level. Like, speed is da-da-da. It's not a blah, blah, blah. It's not a demotion, blah, blah, doing all that shit, right? All it takes is Oscar going like, what the fuck?
Nigga, you look crazy out here wrestling on Twitter.
He said, what the fuck happened to my mate Ricochet? Speed? And Ricochet is just, he's ashamed and he's hiding the belt now, you know what I mean?
I don't believe for a second that Elon and Twitter paid to have that belt like not be featured on TV. Why would you not want it on television? That's an advertisement to bring people back to the WWE Twitter account to watch the matches that you paid for.
Hey, yo, funny enough is Ricochet had the belt on his first week after winning it on Raw. And then after that, they're like, yeah, don't wear that shit on TV.
No, did he lose?
I think what happened was like it was like right before his match with Dragunov, and they're like, yeah, that's the WWE Speed Champion Ricochet. And after that, they're like, yeah, just don't wear that belt.
Yeah, don't worry,
bro, because they job him out. I don't think they want him fucking wearing titles out there and just losing singles matches.
If you stalk Ricochet's likes, there's a like on there. It's a video called "Every Ricochet Match Result on Raw After Winning the Speed Belt," and it's just a compilation of him losing to people. Like you see Dragunov dropping the H-bomb and Braun Breaker dropping the spear and shit. And Ricochet.
To be fair though, it's a different game, innit? Like without the time limit, you know. I think
Ricochet doesn't know what to do when it's match longer than 3 minutes, bro. He's out of his fucking element.
When you go over 10, it's a different, you know.
I just don't think he's got
Ricochet in the deep waters at that point.
Yeah, the late championship rounds are not his strength, dude. You know, he's great in it. Yeah.
He's a knockout freak.
Yeah, knockout.
Speaking of Ricochet, since we've circled all the way back round to him again,
he's a good wrestler, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw it to Charlie first. You can't say Ospreay because that's the obvious one, and we've already kind of touched on him gaslighting Ricochet. But what matches stand out to you for Ricochet in AEW when he first, goes on this big burst of initial run that I'm sure a lot of people are expecting?
I'd like to see him link back up with Matt Sydal and do some tag stuff.
Oh.
Like, I feel like that could be a lot of fun. They had some great matches in PWG and probably other places, I forget. But they run in New Japan as well, I'm pretty sure. So I think that he should go do some tag stuff with Matt Sydal because there are a lot of cool tag teams in AEW that they could tear it up with. So
I'll ask Charlie and I'll ask everybody. What's the sexiest third person you could put on a Sydal Ricochet team to go against? Let's just kick out Andretti here. A Top Flight and Leo Rush. So Top Flight Leo Rush versus Sydal Ricochet and who?
Bandito.
Oh!
Come on, bro. I got headphones on. Just fucking moaning in my eardrums and shit.
Bandito,
Bandito, Phoenix, Pac.
No, but they're kind of like loosely affiliated with each other. Tony, the Ultimate Tony.
Oh, you mean somebody who's like floating right now?
AR Fox is a good job.
AR Fox.
He's not. Let's be realistic.
Come on, bro.
Fantasy booking.
Yeah, fantasy booking, bro. And you're over here talking about that nigga losing his job next.
Yeah, we were talking about TNA earlier.
Oh, come on. He'll be bad. He'll get some TV time soon,
He'd fucking tear it up. Dude,
bro, look, bro. You put AR Fox in the TNA main event. I'm not watching Impact every week, but I'm seeking out his matches. Absolutely.
What about Speed? AR Fox on Speed, he'd tear it up.
Well, the thing is about Speed is, Joe, it's featured exclusively on Twitter, and that's not a platform that I'm known to use. So I wouldn't be able to.
Good point.
I wouldn't be able to check that out. I apologize.
Someone said the true indicator on how WWE feels about Speed is the Speed Championship is the only belt Triple H doesn't take that fucking Mark Point picture with. Like he always does that pointing picture with everybody. He don't do that with the Speed Champions.
Anyway, my fault. I went back to speed. We're talking about Ricochet, the wrestler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think.
He should wrestle. I don't know, who are some of the good wrestlers in there? Cole Carter or someone?
No, Joe.
He should wrestle wrestle Daniel Garcia. I say him for everyone else. That's fine. Wrestle Daniel Garcia. Enjoy yourself. That's what I say. Go for it. I mean, him and Kyle O'Reilly, Tony would probably give that an hour at this rate. So it's fucking
on a
good.
collision.
Let's give
I
him,
will be seated.
get him in there.
Cole Carter got quickly fired for undisclosed reasons, and TK said, "I need to hire him now and give him a Dynamite match."
The chat is actually Darby Allin is a great match. Takeshita is a great match. The chat's good. Why don't you just put the chat in like a banner across, and they can answer the questions.
Yeah, you know what I'm looking forward to is the Ricochet Raw match is usually 9 to 12, right? And he does well with that. And you always think like the ceiling on an actual peak Ricochet match is maybe a little like 7 minutes, like 6-7 minutes longer than that. I'm looking forward to Tony like stretching that past that and just like going, what about Ricochet?
Will.
Yeah, I was like, come on, Tony. Let's see Ricochet in 32. How does that look? And it's like,
No, I am looking forward to it. Like we talked about last week, and he immediately felt like the free agent that actually makes sense. Like he's going to run his course in WWE. I think, unfortunately, because in the Triple H regime, like he's been like used. I honestly think his fate was sealed by that first 3 years. Like, he was so slotted. I think he was always going to just be a mid-card guy at that point.
That sounds like Ziggler, where it's like you could try to revive Ziggler, but
yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
Like,
yeah.
They were heating Ricochet up when Triple Hitler took over. Then Braun Strowman got in trouble for a tweet. And then they were like, you know what your punishment is, Braun? You know what we're going to do to you? You got to tag with Ricochet. Like, what the fuck?
They had some good matches, though, bro.
And then they accidentally became a good team, but then Strowman broke his neck.
I think he had like a decent run. I think he could have obviously done like so much more. They never quite figured out how to frame him. Like they were trying that thing for a bit of him being like a comic book hero. And I actually think that was a good idea. The way they do it, like especially 2019 WWE, dude, it was so like old, and he was so old man.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's gonna fucking kill it. To be honest with you, I know I'm being silly a lot here, but I think that dude is so capable, and it has been so long since he's been able to just wrestle and do his thing.
Yeah.
If you just plug him in the way we was talking about for an hour or so when I got here, if you just plug him into the TV rotation, and I see all these tweets about, they got too many guys. I don't fucking know, dude. I watched a 10-minute Johnny TV match last night. I don't know. Do I
literally. Bro, they're scraping for guys to put on Collision, bro. Yeah. Come on, bro. I just watched good friend of the brand Daniel Garcia hit a bloody cross on somebody named Tate Mayfair's last night, bro. Like I don't need that. I don't need that. All right.
It's true.
They got too many guys, and they have too many guys. How many of them are honestly better pro wrestlers than Ricochet?
Many of the ones that are at an age where they ain't gonna be around forever.
Exactly. Like the guys that you'll be like, yo, hands down, these people are better than Ricochet. A lot of them are 40. So
I want to see Ricochet wrestle Pac.
Dude, you know who would have a really good match with Ricochet? Christian Cage.
You would, bro. That would be.
They would have a great. It's not the one that comes to mind because you think of him with flyers, but Christian would have a great match with Ricochet, no doubt.
I would like to see him. It feels like so distant now because he's always hurting, But Kenny Omega and Ricochet would be so cool.
Yeah,
What guys?
I want to see Kenny wrestle, dude.
What will be the most Tony Khan ass Ricochet in month 8 of his AEW run Dynamite graphic?
Kyle Fletcher. Brian Cage.
Black Taurus.
I feel like that's sick.
That'd be sick.
Right.
It would be incredible.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. But that'd be fucking godly. But Kyle Fletcher feels like that feels like a week 5 Ricochet graphic, to be honest.
Maybe.
Month 8, it would be like Ricochet versus Big Shotty Lee Johnson.
Johnny
Who
TV.
I'm a big fan of, but that's crazy.
Could you imagine Dax getting in Tony's ear and being like, I know you don't see the chemistry fit right on paper, but you pair them with us, right? Let us go on Collision. You know what I mean? Really do our thing. Could you imagine FTR and Ricochet as a trio?
I don't see. It's a trio. Oh no! I thought you were saying in a tag match of some kind.
Yo, what's up with this midlife crisis Dax has going on? Why is he dressing like Ishii?
Oh no, bro.
We can't talk about it right now, dude.
What's going on with this? Bro? You all right?
We've bringing up
Is he out of tequila or something? Like, what's going on?
We've been talking privately. We're both quite uncomfortable with it right now, and we're just going to leave. We're going to give him time. I don't like change personally. It's pretty tough for me.
Joe, can I be completely honest with you?
Please.
I watched that match last night, and like his gear made me take half a star off the match.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, I thought he was wearing those pants because like they were doing the hardcore match, they were doing Anarchy in the Arena. He didn't want fucking like thumbtacks in his thigh or something, and then he just started wearing them to TV and shit. What the fuck's going on?
It's bumming me out. I gotta be honest. It bummed me out.
Wrestlers will like have a special gear and kind of like fall in love with it. I remember when Charlotte wore that weird peacock thingy on her back, like for a Mania, and it was like actually this.
It became like her SmackDown walkout gear.
Yeah, like or Miz did that fucking Naruto outfit at a Mania, and it was like actually no, this is just my look, and it's like why? So, yeah.
All right. Okay. How much? We've got about New Japan.
Briscoe in the chat.
We're on Penta. What happened?
Bro, you're so horny to talk about Penta. What's wrong with you?
No, I'm not. Yo, I'm really not.
Fuck it. Let's just talk about Penta because might as well. We're here, you know.
Joe, can you give us the Cero Miedo? Just a hand gesture.
No, I'm actually leaving. I'm gonna go get ready for. I like Penta. I don't think many of his matches are any good, but I like him quite a lot. And I think he's very funny, dude. People are getting very worked up about Penta. I think he's one of the funniest wrestlers. Like, I genuinely enjoy him, even though I think he's very lazy. I respect laziness. I can relate. All right.
Love the Good Brothers.
Yeah, but speaking of such, Flash here. Playbook for tonight. NXT Battleground. Grin along. Late night grin. I'll see you over there. Have a great evening, everyone. Talk about Penta. Ibu, don't fucking get out of line, okay, bro? Take it easy with Penta.
I'll do my best.
We don't need a Penta.
I'm not good at
impersonation, bro.
We've
appreciate you pulling up, Joe.
Tomorrow Joe, he's coming out.
Thank
Now
you,
we got NXT reporter.
Y'all know what I do. Y'all know I had to come on here and teach a good word.
Rob's angles kill me though.
He'll shoot his eyes. It's
now see. Listen, I wasn't gonna like, you know what I'm saying. But my dad
why
was
you just Rob, before you get shit off, why are you just sitting in the dark like a pervert?
Brother, I was outside in the yard taking down a swing set and moving shit all day, bro. I was not about to put a light on. I wasn't
like a sex basement. Like what the
fuck, bro? What's going on?
The explanation didn't even make sense, bro.
He was like, "Yo, I was just outside,
dude." Bro, but I'm like, I was like, I was gonna put on a jacket. I was gonna put on my light, and then I thought about it, and I was like, brother, I am sore. I am not doing.
He's saying this every Raw review. He's in complete darkness. Like,
the fascinate me. I don't get it. Like, it seems like he's got the setup. You know, I don't know what he's hiding now. Like, you know, like,
bro,
he's always got like angles. Always like, you know, his head's at the very bottom of the screen.
Yeah, Rob has like BDSM whips and chains hanging on his walls.
No.
That's why he has to stay in the dark. He's like, bro, I can't keep hanging up like these tapestries on my wall to hide all this shit. So he just sits in the dark, bro. He's like, they'll never see it on the stream.
He's like Manny's man.
Rob, they never told you in photography about the rule of like, you know, the focus of the picture should be at the center of the frame, sir. Like, you know, like
the thing is, what? Yeah, the nigga that's never on camera is I know he's not.
Look.
Weren't you supposed to be on camera last year?
There's a lot going on, Rob. Why are you snitching? Why do you like?
Anyway, I wasn't gonna, you know, but then my dad was listening to the podcast and I heard a lot of NXT slander, and I'm just not gonna stand for it. I'm not. It's just not happening. You know, Penta. I want Penta to stay, but if Penta wants to go, he can, you know.
Bro, Penta's not leaving.
You know. Yeah, he's not. If his brother's staying, he's not going. Like I've already accepted this, but Ibu, Ibu is very, very horny to talk about Penta going to WWE.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
No, he just wants to bring up Penta so you can slander him.
Oh, that's
Ibu would never want
It's
Pentagon Jr. to go to his favorite promotion, which is the World Wrestling Federation.
My actual uncensored shoot thoughts on Penta will never be unleashed anywhere. But look, man,
they're not even that bad.
He's not gonna go anywhere because Tony Khan, when push comes to shove, when this is about to expire, will not want to lose the Lucha Brothers, and he will overpay if necessary to keep Pentagon Jr. That's the bottom line of the story.
You're so mad. You're so mad that Pentagon has more 5-star matches than FTR, fucks more hoes than you, gets more paper than you. I don't know, probably.
I don't. If I had to guess off the top of my head, I don't think he does.
He has two with the Bucks.
I'll check.
He has two with the Bucks.
Get on the stats for us.
FTR definitely has more than 2 5-star matches.
You didn't think the match
so
had
Shut up.
You didn't think the retirement match with Viano was a 5?
No, but that match was his. That match,
that match is, bro. Come on.
No, but it was awesome.
As a man who appreciates old men
5.
punching and blood and heat, like, how can you say that match went far, bro? Like, that's all that match was. It was just like an old man,
bleeding.
Pentagon Jr. has 6 5 or more star matches.
God damn.
6.
Wow.
What are they?
All right, let me read them all. Versus the Bucks in the steel cage. Versus the Bucks, Escalera de la Muerte. Versus Vikingo and Laredo Kid, 2021 AAA. I think I've seen that match. Versus the Bucks, the Rampage match. What else we got? The Death Triangle 6-man versus United United Empire, and then the Escalera de la Muerte versus the Elite in the 7-man fucking what's it called? Let's go to FTR.
Ayo, was that the United Empire match from like summer 2022? Where like
it would have been the 6-man tournament.
Yes.
I don't think that was 5, but that match was incredible. That match was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Now let's go to Dex.
He definitely got, like,
you still think they got more than 6, Ebu? Is that your final answer?
They got Aussie Open. They got one of the Young Buck matches probably got 5.
It is actually a tie. It's a tie. They got 6.
Let's go. I forgot about the.
It is
match.
double dog collar match.
Got at least 5.
I think one of them got 4 1/4. Well, we're gonna see right now. So the double dog collar match, versus the Bucks, Full Gear, versus Jay White and Juice Robinson on Collision. Another one of the Briscoe matches, and then the other Briscoe match. So all 3 of the Briscoe matches, and then Kyle Fletcher, Mark Davis at Royal Quest.
FTR is just one of the greatest.
That match wasn't 5 to me, bro.
That
Royal Quest tag.
You was there, wasn't you, Charlie?
I was there, yeah.
No.
In attendance slots, there's a different game.
Charlie. Don't reel it back.
Strong.
So Ibu, you weren't following that Royal Quest match, Ibu.
No,
you didn't.
I was probably. I think I might have given it 4 3/4, bro. I might have. It was godly.
It was really good.
Strong.
Which makes me wonder what the fuck happened on the AEW match, but Dax ain't the same wrestler he used to be. So
anyway,
Penta
is the subject here. We don't need to do all this, Anyway, Penta, his contract's running out. It was said that he's open to free agency. WWE is apparently interested in him. But as he been. He kind of outlined when push comes to shove with Tony Khan, it's like you can't imagine that Penta and Ray Phoenix are gonna like fully split up and work in different companies for like the next few years to come. if they're going to work in different companies, it'll be a thing where like Penta goes to WWE like now, then say for example Phoenix's contract's up in 6 months or whatever, then he would follow. But like I said, I don't think they're going to spend like years apart because they don't need to. Do you know what I mean? They both can get pretty decent offers off both companies, so they might as well stay together. Yeah. Even if the rest of the singles, you know, and don't do tag stuff. But yeah, I don't think Tony's going to be very excited about the prospect of losing the Lucha Bros. So I think Penta's going to get paid, and probably just doing the thing that I'm seeing quite a few wrestlers do at the moment, where it's like, if they're going to free agent, like, you know, like you see these reports that are like, I won't say they're planted because that's quite a harsh way of looking at like journalism. Because if you do find things out, you should be reported. Like, but you see these reports lately where it's like, if this person goes into free agency, they're going to get loads of offers, and it's like you know,
bro. Well, I hate when that report goes out, bro. Because it's just like,
which one?
The such and such is headed towards free agency, and they have offers from multiple different promotions.
No,
like, all right, bro.
No, they
like they say about WWE guys going to the free agency. They say it about AEW guys going to free agency. It's just like, brother, what are these multiple different promotions?
Brother, it's just
but nah, bro. MLW has offered him a very, very lucrative offer, yo.
Bro. It's always like the wrestlers, people making sure to get the shit out there for leverage purposes.
Yeah.
Bro. When that Shane Haste report dropped about his free agency, I was howling with laughter. Do you think any of those scoopsters were searching for Shane Haste scoops, or do you think your thing's more like that?
Shane Haste people, Shane Haste people is Shane Haste. He hit up SRS and was like, put this out there, bro. Come on.
Bro,
and I like Shane Haste. He's a good professional wrestler, but come on, like, let's look at the landscape of professional wrestling. Like, imagine he goes on Twitter right now. It's like, announcement: I'm leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's like, okay, bro. Like, if AEW or WWE wanted you would be there right now.
Hey, yo, you know what's funny?
Right, so
Bronson Reed.
Go on.
I was saying Bronson Reed posted a picture of him and Shane Haste.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Okay, quickly, because I want to do this Wembley thing, and we've only got like 10 minutes before NXT should start, and we've got a healthy house in actually, so I don't mind going into NXT a little bit if people stick around. But I was going to talk about the other free agent. Well, yeah, might be a free. What's going on with Chad Gable? Do you know what I mean? Like his WWE contract, his old WWE contract was reportedly up on this past Friday. That's just been. And is he a free agent right now? Is he not? You know, I think the only reporting since he's technically been a free agent has been, you know, he's got a very healthy offer from WWE on the table. AEW would obviously be interested if it was a viable option for them, but we'll see. Like Sean Rossap, I think he quote tweeted someone earlier who was asking for an update about it because of what I just outlined with like, isn't he a free agent right now? And he was just like, you know, I'm working on an update. So
I asked someone in WWE Monty, and they said they expect Gable and Dijak to be done by the end of the week, end of like, you know, like this next before Clash of the Castle.
Yeah, what they gonna do? We are the WWE.
The fact that Gable's still on TV, I don't think that means much either way, because WWE's shown in the past that they're willing to like put out like temporary 1 month long contracts while people are finishing shit up. They did it with Adam Cole. They did it with Pete Dunne. They did it with Johnny Gargano. And I think Pete Dunne, he re-upped his deal before that ended, but Gargano and Cole's let theirs run out. Gargano obviously went back to WWE, and Cole went to AEW. But I think Gable's sensational, but I'm pretty sure he stays in WWE. Not getting my
I would love. I'm gonna say this shit because I'm gonna be here a few more minutes. NXT's about to start and be locked in. I feel like Gable. I don't know actually where Gable goes, because it seems like he could leave, but at the same time, why would he leave in the middle of a push as big as this? You know what I mean? And it's just like, as much as I'd love to see him in AEW, I think it seems to me, at least from his mannerisms and the shit he's doing on TV, that he is enjoying what he's doing right now. So you don't know. You never know.
Gable had to eat a lot of shit for a long time in WWE
to finally get to
and he's finally doing something that he probably enjoys, that the fans really enjoy. I don't see him being like, yeah, fuck this, and then leaving. But I don't know. We'll see.
It's like the complete opposite.
Timing's a funny one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like the complete opposite of Ricochet, whereas Ricochet has been eating shit for like a long time. Like, yeah, he won the IC title in 2022, but did he really win the IC title? No. He held it for like 90 days. He wasn't at WrestleMania. He got put on WrestleMania SmackDown in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. So it's like, you know.
No, that was a Mania that I don't think either mid-card belt was on that fucking show.
Yeah, no. That was Vince's.
Because wasn't like Shinsuke champ or some shit? The US title champ?
Something like that. That was Vince's last Mania. Those belts meant nothing. But yeah, look, good point right there. Like, Chad Gable is in the biggest push of his career, and on that last Raw, like, they're setting up stuff for well beyond this next pay-per-view, whereas Ricochet is being set up to get killed by Braun Breaker for good. So very different trajectories there. So I think if anything, that's your indication on where this is going. But yeah, no one's able to give a concrete answer though. No one, like even Sean, they're like, yo, did he even re-sign on his like Raw post show? He said like he might have, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm working to figure it out.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, maybe Ibu's WWE source might be on the money. Maybe we get some update next week. And yeah, Gable. Maybe
speaking
Gable.
Speaking of Gable though, and Ibu's WWE sources, Ibu, have you asked around if Brutus Creed is gonna get smoked for his YouTube content?
Come on.
I asked and I got told we'll find out Monday afternoon.
My God.
What is the prediction?
Wait, pause. Charlie, did you see this?
I didn't. I have no idea why this is. I've seen all like the people being like, "Oh, he's a piece of shit," but I don't know why they've been.
So here's the deal, Charlie. The Creed brothers, who I'd imagine you at least vaguely have an awareness.
I've seen them wrestle.
Right.
I know who they are.
Really talented young team. They got called up, right? They've been in and out of doing dumb things behind the scenes and getting put in the doghouse. They're currently set up to be paired with Chad Gable as a heel trio, right? And on the eve of this, Brutus Creed made a video where he's showing a big Cheez-It and comparing it to a normal size Cheez-It. And he was like, "This is a big Cheez-It. This is like as big as like Bailey and Nia Jax's booty." And like on a video.
Somebody gonna match a freak.
And
just dumb, man.
Clipping this, they're like, you know.
Yo, and should you say that about your coworkers? Absolutely not. But
No.
like,
They don't even follow him
the
on social
fans.
media.
The fans that are like asking for him to be like paralyzed and saying he should be fired immediately.
Like, no one ever
on,
seems to
guys.
follow. Nobody ever seems to have like the reactions, like balanced reactions now. You know,
Yeah, bro, it's like, it's always-
you get some people who are like, "Oh yeah."
Like
love
come
it.
on.
You know what I mean? Then there's people who just go way too far, where there is a middle ground with things like this, where it's kind of like, is it dumb? Yeah, absolutely. Like, is he just a fucking idiot saying something dumb? Like, I think you can kind of chalk it off as that. But we don't know how like Bailey and Nia have took it, you know. So it's like one of those things. It's like there is a good chance that they might have laughed it off, and there is a chance that one of them might have been offended by it. You don't know. Well, I don't know. So it's one of those things. It's not like he went out and spewed like racist or like sexually like aggressive. Do you know what I mean? Like stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
it's not. It's not like he like.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. Oh no!
I'm saying like if Bailey and Nia are like deeply offended by this, that's every bit they're right. I'm not saying that they can't be. But I'm saying the fans need to reel it in, bro, because like what the fuck are you guys doing?
Like, come on, like asking for him to be paralyzed over like an immature mistake. That's like he clearly shouldn't have done. Like nobody's saying he should. He's not like he's allowed to do this. No, it was just a mistake, bro. And for people to call for him to be like castrated over this is kind of crazy.
What
but
I'm
I'm
glad
about
about
NXT has started, so
Oh
easy.
Peter Rosenberg gave him his outro.
Peter
What I'm
Rosenberg.
about is like,
God.
why would you do that? Like, why? Like you just got called it. Why would you?
No, it's just dumb. I don't think he said it as like this planned out, meticulous. Oh, I've got this really cool line about Bailey.
Bro, he probably thought it was
no,
like hilarious.
It was just some
and
dumb
goofy.
line, bro.
Yeah.
What do you cook? Like,
It's just some dumb line, man.
Bro, he's literally just like a fucking meathead.
yeah, he's a big meat, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there was like any malicious intent, or you
Someone
ever
tweeted-
thought for a second
No,
he was
because
uncomfortable.
They were supposed to be the next tag champs, and someone tweeted, "Congratulations to the authors of Pain for winning the tag team championship."
Oh, I'm crying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
These PC kids do it to themselves every time.
Yes.
there's a balance when reacting to these things, you know. But yeah, I don't advocate for it either, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Creed brothers, interesting one there. AEW Wembley, might as well keep. We still got over 300 people in here, so
Hell
AEW Wembley. Since the subject is AEW as well, it's not like we're gonna have like fucking, you know what I mean. So AEW Wembley main event. I don't even know where to start with this. It's like, is Will Ospreay an option? Is Swerve still going to hold the title? Bryan Danielson mentioned like a world title shot at All In. So obviously the potential winner of the Owen being the main event of All In. Mercedes, do you know what I mean? Like you could do something with Mercedes. Am I missing it? Swerve and Hangman. There's options, isn't there, Charlie? There's options.
There is.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. What way are you like? I know it's still early June, but what way are you leaning at the moment? What do you think the right path is?
I think that it's going to be Swerve Hangman in the main event of All In, which I think makes the most sense. It would have been like the biggest show of the year, almost a year of a combination of their feud building. And I don't know, man. Like Hangman has been Swerve's best opponent in AEW, so like if this is where his title reign ends, it makes a lot of sense. This whole Bryan thing, though, I would love to see that match, but I really do think they're going to run the Nigel match at All In, so that kind of throws a spanner in the works. So I think that coming back, Hangman's going to need like a lovable babyface to kill to convince fans that he really is like this dastardly heel now. And I think Bryan is going to be that person in the finals of the Owen Hart Cup tournament. So,
I mean, I'm intrigued by that definitely. And Bryan Hangman, it's a good final to me. Yeah, Hangman Swerve does feel kind of like a very, very real option at the moment. Ayo, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think it should be? What do you think it is going to be? And do you have a wild card of what it could be? Like Bryan
should be. I think you gotta put your world champ on last, in my opinion. Whether that be men's or women's. But like, in this case, I'm saying Swerve. He has the main event. If he still has the title, which I think he will. I'm pretty sure Danielson is talking all this world championship talk just to reach the finals of the Owen and get killed by Hangman Page one last time. It'll be very emotional. People will be doing yes chants. Hangman will be getting nuclear heat, and he's gonna buckshot lariat Danielson's CTE riddled head into the 15th row. Rest in peace to one of my goats. It's gonna be a very sad occasion. But yeah, man, I think we're gonna get Swerve versus Hangman. I think that's the right match if they're not gonna do Swerve Ospreay. I think putting Swerve Ospreay off I'm not off, but I think not making that the all-in match is for the best because they already turned Swerve babyface, right? And the fans are behind him huge. I don't think you want to do babyface versus babyface. That's the main event. It was one. They kind of did it last year with the Brochacho shit, but that was fucking.
Yeah,
let me not get canceled. But go ahead,
yo, Ale, let's change the pace and give me hatred this year to close.
Yeah, let's get hatred to close the fucking show, bro.
Some hatred, you know.
Like that was, bro. I rewatched. So last year we was doing the 24-hour stream on Twitch, right? The watch along, and I liked the match well enough, but I was also extremely inebriated and sleep deprived. I rewatched it for the first time a couple months ago. And I was like, while they did do like a bunch of big moves on each other, it was a lot closer to a party match than I remember it originally being. And just like, like look at what we did, look what we accomplished here, everybody's having a good time, kind of thing. Like I think we absolutely need to switch it up and let's do good guy versus bad guy, bro. Like let's fight over something, fight over fucking gold and shit, bro. Not each other's hearts in the main event. And do you want to be my friend? Please be my friend. No, we're not doing that.
Alright, so Swerve versus who though? Hangman.
Oh, Hangman.
Hangman. Yeah. Alright. Ibu.
Yeah, I'm
leaning.
I'm leaning towards the same thing. I think there's a long shot. I don't think this is happening, but I don't think it would not be like if they did MJF Swerve. I actually think that could it would upset people. I think
people.
It wouldn't. I don't think it would. How do I put this? I think it's viable. I guess is my point. I don't think that's where we're going. I feel like Monty's. I feel like this pops Monty. I feel like it kind of pops him doing Max and Swerve, but that's definitely gonna like be on a pay-per-view at some point. I don't think it's happening at Wembley. I'm just throwing out a wild card option.
That feels like out of left field and unearned, bro. Like,
well, he's the biggest star in the promotion, brother.
Not even like unearned for MJF, just like unearned like match. Like it's kind of just like, oh, we're just booking it because MJF's back, I guess.
They both have such complex characters that they should actually give a feud like that time to build and do something special with it. They shouldn't rush it.
That's kind of random, bro.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind that. I don't mind that being a. They're on a collision course. They're gonna feud, right?
Oh, eventually, of course.
So yeah, I get what you guys are saying.
I just say I don't think an MJF Swerve feud starts at Wembley. Right. I don't think that's the play you make.
Yeah, I think it's Hangman Swerve, and I'm on board with it. Especially Hangman off the heels of like breaking Bryan Danielson's heart and being like a game changer in a blood and guts and Owen and just kind of coming back with a vengeance. I need Hangman consistency, man. He's such a big part of AEW, and I feel like he's always kind of missing for big periods of time. And obviously, like there's reasons for it, but as a fan, it's like, man, I'm chomping at the bit to see him get back in the mix here. So,
man, I mean, this last break was for a very good reason. You could argue that he took TVs off when he didn't really have much going on.
Right.
That you would hope that one of the biggest stars there would be at. But yeah, this last break was for a really good reason, and he's gonna be back, and he's gonna be a big player. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Monty fucking hates Hangman, bro.
I thought, no. It's just
You know what, like a facial expression just says so much.
No, I like Hangman a lot. I think the thing that you mentioned is quite a factor though. It's like he does feel like it's I don't know, some consistency would go a long way. Obviously, even this most recent time of him being away, it's like it's very, very valid, and they usually always are. Like he's gone away to have his kid. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't really hold that against him. So, but I think in a situation like this with this all in, I think when the main event isn't so like obvious, if that makes sense, I think it gives you an opportunity to maybe do something a little bit different. Like I think the idea of Mercedes main eventing and winning the world title or something like that could go a long way, because of course you can brand it in certain ways. You know what I mean? Having the women main event in Wembley Stadium, like that is a big thing to like even if it's just for promotional reasons. Mercedes is obviously a big enough star to carry that, and she's also more than good enough wrestler to be able to carry that no matter what comes before it. Who she wrestles is obviously where it kind of gets a bit more interesting.
It's kind of that's kind of the issue there, because like if Jamie Hayter was available, you'd say, well, let's throw Jamie at her. That's an obvious choice. And then you're like, oh, Mariah May's like kind of becoming a big star for AEW, but like she's not there yet at all. Like I think she could easily get heated up to like even win the world championship at Wembley, which I think is what they're gonna do. But to main event, like to main event the show, no, she's not there yet.
Yeah, for me it'd be Willow or Jamie.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, it'd be Willow or Jamie.
Even if you want to do like Athena, bro, it's just like, where's Athena been?
You can't do
so you can't do her either.
Unless she debuts on Wednesday.
Yeah, literally this week, and then just starts going on a murderer's row all summer.
Mike Tyson,
yeah.
Bro, honestly though, but even still with that, it's like, it's an awkward one. Whereas with Willow, there has been quite a lot of investment in her in recent years, and obviously the Mercedes thing's been huge for her. And she's been able to swim whenever she's been thrown into these segments and stuff. If anything, she's probably, obviously, Mercedes, the feud going into the match wasn't like lighting anyone on fire, and it was kind of criticised a lot, especially like some of Mercedes talking segments and stuff. But Willow brought it in that feud, man. She cut great promos. She was great in the live segments, and obviously she's been a great in-ring worker for a while now. She's genuinely, she's progressed so much, man. Willow's so good. So
I love her.
I don't know. I think, like I said, when it's not so super obvious, like I think the obvious thing to do, the thing that did stick out was like when you saw kind of how over Ospreay was when he first came into AEW. It's like they could easily like crown him at Wembley. Like that is something they could do. You know, Dave Meltzer was running an agenda to get this happening for ages. I think he's still trying to push for it now. To be honest,
we're done with Dave Meltzer.
So if you're not going to do kind of like something that feels a little bit obvious in kind of like, you know, crowning Ospreay as like the fucking ace of the universe in Wembley Stadium in his home country, then I think that does open up options to do something kind of cool like on women's main event, which, like I said, Mercedes, bro, it's valid. It's not like you're just kind of giving it away as like a charity thing, you know. And this is nothing against her star power either, but this isn't like doing, let's do Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, you know. It's Mercedes, you know, the levels. So I'd be tempted to go that route personally. The MJF Swerve thing is very intriguing, I think, because of just MJF star power. I think it could be used as a way to make MJF a definite heel again. I don't know. I've been crying out for MJF to be like a more sadistic, layered heel. You know,
bro, he wants to be the hook knee slap guy, bro.
So,
that's what he wants to be, bro.
Yeah,
bro, I was so excited. Like, I get it, bro. That promo didn't knock everybody out the park, but like, I really liked what he was saying when he re-debuted at Double or Nothing. I really liked what he was saying. He said he was done playing games. Said he was done with the kangaroo kicks. Said he was done fucking shucking and jiving. And he goes out and he pretty much cuts the Tofu Jay White promo over again on Dynamite last week. I'm like,
I think
so
in
you didn't learn
Max's
anything,
mind,
bro.
I think, and this is probably a longer debate for a different show. I think in Max's mind, he really did feel like he was putting over Russo because he did go out of his way to kind of point out, like, yo, no, I get why you're here. Like, I literally paid you to take out Bryan Danielson. You're this, you're that. You won the ROH belt, you know, so on and so forth. It's just that got thrown. When it comes to discourse, that got drowned out by people kind of talking about like the stuff he was saying before that. So,
bro, it was a 15-minute promo. All that shit you just said was 30 seconds of it.
No, I got you. I'm just saying, in his mind, that's likely probably like his thought process. It's like I did put him over though. You know what I'm saying? So you could clearly, by the reactions, people didn't really feel that way.
Yeah, it's interesting the route he goes with these things. You know, I feel like he feels like he has to do certain things because they're expected of him. So, like, if he's going to start a feud, he has to do, like, a big live promo segment, whether it's an in-ring spectacle one, like the Punk one or something, or whether it's, like, a top of the ramp, someone in the ring sort of one. Like, he's kind of, I don't know. It's just like if you say to me, like, we're going to do MJF and Roosh feud, I wouldn't be like, okay, let's do a live talking promo. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just not kind of what I'd do, you know? So, that
he killed it though when you put him out when he got put out there with the fucking mic. I thought he did a great job.
He did, but it's not what he's just not what no one's talking about, and everyone's just
it's not. It's not, especially since fucking MJF buried it immediately.
It's so like I said, it kind of puts MJF in like this position where he just kind of does these cliches. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, just applies them to whoever his opponent is at the time. So yeah, he's an interesting one, MJF is. You know, like he frustrates me a lot.
I think he has all the talent in the world, bro, but he's just
generational, bro.
The way he decides to utilize what he has, I don't love it. I don't necessarily like it either. I thought that was great though.
I think I was gonna say I feel like part of why he chose Roosh as his opponent is because I think he's gonna try to have a match very dissimilar to the stuff he was doing before he left. I think like with Roosh, he's probably going to try to have like that intense, fiery bloodbath type of wrestling match. And so we'll see how that goes over. I'm looking forward to that as a match. I wonder when they're going to do that one. And I've heard various plans about his Wembley direction, and I'm curious how that turns out.
I assume it's Ospreay because he hung on to Ospreay the most, and maybe that was him being self-conscious, but I think there was something to him hanging on to Ospreay the most.
I think so too.
And I do think that this run will be a heel run. I just think that he came back and he wants to get the crowd pops and stuff like that.
But he's gonna gradually
turn heel immediately. But I do think he's gonna be heel. So
I just wouldn't.
I think we got MJF Ospreay at Wembley.
I just want to burn. I just want to burn like the Ospreay match on MJF because that's 2 matches to me. Do you know what I mean? It's like
you wouldn't burn Ospreay's Wembley spot at him.
Yeah, and even like MJF, it's just kind of like you can get 2 big matches out of that. So like, why? Especially when they're not kind of like, then it's not a natural collision course right now.
Here's the thing, Monty. With your mentality, then you're basically going to suggest them to have lesser opponents. And then
not necessarily though, because like, I think that if you do like, of course he's not a bigger star, but in terms of what the match will mean to the AEW audience, like you could do Ricochet Ospreay at Wembley.
You'd rather that?
So what do you? So let's say MJF's 100% not in the main event. What do you do with him at Wembley?
Right.
I don't know. It's hard for me to say as of right now because I don't know which way he's going to lean.
I don't
think it's super obvious from his first 2 promos if he's gonna like lean more heel or face.
I gotta be honest, and I'm not advocating for this. I feel like if you take him out of the Osprey match, he kind of starts to slowly grab towards the Hangman Swerve match, and you turn that into a 3-way, which I wouldn't.
No.
I didn't say do it.
No.
I do not want.
No.
Stop pelting me with rocks. I don't want that. I'd rather just a focused.
Don't put it out there into the universe, then, because AO's question was like, "What would you do?" And you're talking about these worrying scenarios, you know.
I don't know, man. We've seen, and because here's the thing: if Kenny's healthy, he's facing Okada. There's without question. So then it's like, what other big stars do you have to throw at him? Because I don't think Danielson.
That's why I say you do the Swerve. You do the MJF Ospreay match. Because just like, because then you can argue, oh, Kenny's healthy. We got Okada here too. That's 2 matches. So I don't agree with that line of thinking, especially since they want to.
No, but the difference is like MJF Ospreay isn't something that like I'm clamoring for. Whereas like Okada, Kenny, like I get that. Do you know what I mean? Like I get. Whereas like MJF Ospreay, it's just kind of like I don't know, bro. That's not like a fantasy. That's not fantasy booking. What I'm seeing any AEW fans doing. Like I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing no demand for that match. You know what I'm saying? So
how often
burning 2 of your biggest stars matches on something that, like, yeah, it's cool to have 2 stars like that face each other, but it's like it's not. I don't. Like I said, I'm not seeing anyone calling for that match, bro. Like,
bro,
I'm sure
I'm
it'd
not
be
gonna
great,
lie, bro.
but...
Like, I don't see anyone fantasy booking MJF to do anything at all, really. And that's not. I don't see it. I don't see it at all, bro.
I mean, he's got his fans, you know. He's got his fans.
Bro, he's over as hell, bro. He pops quarters. There's no taking that away from him. But I just like, you know, the internet. It is what it is.
Oh shit! I just got
bro, I'm looking at this on my phone, and this pay-per-view setup is like god awful.
You're talking about the
match isn't the match that I'm watching on Silent, and the match is just kind of a bunch of set pieces which aren't.
He's talking about the video.
Yeah, no, I don't know about the match quality because I literally just put it up right now. But the venue,
we were talking about it earlier,
is like.
Yeah, I'll admit I've been looking at it too. It hasn't been a disaster, but yeah, AO, it looks like the Super PC.
This is crazy, bro. This looks worse than the PC.
Yeah,
this looks worse.
It looks like some TNA.
Yeah, bro. It literally looks like Down for Glory.
Yeah,
it's Down for Glory 23, bro.
It looks like when TNA in the modern day leave their main place to do shows.
Yeah,
it looks like they're doing this. It's like, bro, it's like they're on a set for a sitcom or some shit. Like it just looks so.
Literally in this live studio audience.
Yeah, like it's so weird. Not a fan of it. Knew I wasn't going to be a fan of it. But yeah, MJF's. But that being said, MJF's AEW All In direction is it's a weird one for me at the moment because, like I said, I'm not sure if he's going to lean what way his character's going to lean because that'll obviously dictate kind of what makes more sense for him. Ospreay versus Ricochet, on the other hand, is something that like I'm not. That's just gonna like that does something to the soul of the AEW audience, you know. So like, I don't know, man. I'd put Mercedes in
that
the main
spectacle.
event.
That spectacle of a match in Wembley would be crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Then, like, for Ricochet to have that moment as well would be very special to him, win or lose as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted them to do Ospreay versus Pac at Wembley for the longest time, and I wouldn't be mad if they did do that eventually.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, definitely. Pac's got to have a match, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Mariah May versus Toni Storm. We're locking that one in. You know, it's definitely going to be happening at Wembley. That story's really picking up now. Mariah May's entering into the Owen. Toni Storm demanded her spot in the Owen, so she's getting Mariah May in the Owen. It's one of her championship
they're really putting
demands.
over the Owen this year, bro. They're really making that shit feel important.
I hope so, because last year's was such a not even last year's. It's just they're just having it don't stick. You know?
Like they would tell you that like the Owen is really important to us. Like they would say it, but it never felt like true. You know what I mean? But now it feels like oh, I'm entering the Owen. I really want to win it. Like
they're building.
The most important thing in the world to me is winning the Owen. Da da da. They're putting stories in there, like the Toni Storm story, the Willow and Stat story. So I'm hopeful.
Oh shit. You know, I hope they do some other things with the presentation of it as well. Just kind of,
yeah, me too.
Are we gonna get the pink ropes this year? You know, like,
bro, an opening ceremony. You run that before Dynamite, and you just film it and put it on YouTube. Would do so much, bro. Like it wouldn't even have to be live TV.
You do it on Dynamite, man. It'd pop a number, I think. If you did it the right way, it'd pop a number. Just get fucking Bret Hart in. You know, I think that would pop a number, man. If you don't do overkill and it's like 40 minutes long, but if you do like a nice like 15, 20-minute segment and you make it feel big and everything, and you have all the wrestlers out there, like you could really do something with it. Then if you get like a special, oh shit, Sol Ruka's actually like really good, you know.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Like she's not just a gymnast. Like she has snap to her movement.
I just saw that really sick pop. Whatever her finish is called off the ladder. That was really
Soul
cool.
Snatcher, bro. Come on,
Soul Snatcher. That's a cool finishing.
But Pomp and Circumstance isn't really like what TK does. Mm-hmm. I just wish you would like hire someone that would just like help him with that shit, bro.
Hire you, boo.
Just watch 90s Puro, bro. Like, just look at what they were doing and literally just copy it. Like, I don't think you don't need to be creative to do that. Just steal what they were doing.
Yes. Ceremonies, press conferences.
Oh shit! Kalani Jordan is your first ever women's North American champion.
Hey, yo, my TV for whatever reason is like a minute behind, and I just got spoiled.
Oh, my fault.
I mean, I don't care enough to give a fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's you know. I think
how dare you spoil me on the women's ladder? But I did get spoiled. Oh, I just saw it. Good for her.
Is Kalani over with the NXT crowd? Do they like her?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
she
nice girl.
From the moment she appeared in the NXT breakout tournament, it was clear that like she's one of their like ones. You know. She'll probably go on kind of like a Tiffany. Like,
oh my god, they killed Lash!
Bro, yeah.
I didn't see that till just now. Oh my god!
Yeah, they killed her, yeah.
Was she like a monster in the match? Was she just like throwing them around?
Yeah, she was the powerhouse, bro.
Sol Ruka's knee survived. By the way, Sol Ruka's knee survived the sunset flip off a ladder, which I was looking very closely at that. You know, it made it home. You know,
bro, that ladder spot. Oh my god!
Yeah, she might have that was almost a paralysis bump right there. Wasn't terrible. It wasn't a.
That's what I mean. Just set pieces, bro. You know.
It's still a risk. They still shouldn't do things like this regularly.
Oh no, yeah, but you shouldn't do ladder matches fucking regularly. Full stop, mate.
I think they should go away.
Promotion should do like 2 ladder matches a year, but it's never the case.
I think if the whole business took a 3-year break, that'd be nice.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Ladder matches don't feel
No.
They don't feel...
I'm not burnt out on ladder matches yet, bro. I am on cage matches, though.
You know how I know.
I'm good off cage matches,
bro. When and obviously you can't recreate the feeling, but like when the Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys and the Dudleys did this shit, like it's like seminal moments in like the canon of wrestling, you know, like. And now they're just kind of things you do in your undercard where you just throw a bunch of mid-carders in there to just kind of do a thing at the start of your show. And the wow factor doesn't even stay with you anymore. You've seen a lot of the spots. You know, there's a bridging ladder where they get broke. You know, the ladder spots. You know,
it's hard to be creative now, man. That's the thing about it, isn't it? So with a ladder match or any sort of like weapon stipulation match, tables match or whatever, it's like even I think kind of like the core principle of what makes them great hasn't changed. It's just harder to pull off now because of the things you just mentioned, because we've seen it all before and it happens so frequently. But like when you're watching like Shawn Michaels versus Razor in that like first WWE ladder match, it's like you can feel it and you also see it and you almost get lost in it yourself even watching it with 2024 eyes. It's like they're doing shit that audience has never seen before, you know? And even by today's standards, to be fair, Shawn is doing some like creative shit in there, you know? But like now it's like, yeah, like what can you do with a ladder, bro, that people had seen before? You know, it's like you'd have to like get really creative and do things that would probably be quite dangerous. Or do you know what I mean?
Sometimes the spots just get so convoluted that it takes away from the match as a whole, anyways.
100%. Sometimes it does feel like they're trying to do ladder match spots and just kind of like lumping them together instead of having like a match where they're trying to get the title using the ladders, you know. And that's another thing that's got lost as well in like modern ladder matches, that sometimes they get so lost in wanting to do this like cool high spots fest that like they lose the essence in the match of like we're actually trying to get the belt, you know. And there'll be like periods where like no one's in the ring or something, like and like someone might try to get the belt for like 10 minutes or some shit, and it's they become very messy, you know. I guess on the cage matches, I think they're very like feud and talent reliant, to be honest. Obviously that's, you can say that about fucking anything, but you know, if you've got a really good heated feud and you're using it as like a big blow off, it's the third match in a heated feud, like a Swerve Hangman style feud. Obviously they did the Texas Death Match instead, but them wrestlers who understand what a cage match is, if that makes sense, in terms of like bringing the right intensity to it, making it violent, using the cage appropriately, etc. Instead of doing shit like what, you know, I'm not digging them out or anything, but instead of doing shit like what Becky and Liv did the other day, you know,
that was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
I like both of them as well, so I can't have anyone trying to tell me that like I'm a hater or anything. I fucking love Becky Lynch, and I've always defended how much people like Liv Morgan. So, but that cage match was fucking terrible, you know. So, kind of is what it is.
There's definitely been cage matches I've liked over the years, like if recent times, like Kenny versus Mox was really good. Jungle Boy Luchasaurus was really good, and Luchasaurus can't even fucking wrestle. So, and there was Edge versus Malachi was pretty good too. But it's just like it's gotten to the point with cage matches where I've seen way more bad cage matches in my life than I've seen good ones, and they're just a lot nowadays. And it's just like when they get announced, bro, like I'm not excited. Like
I like AEW still cage matches, to be honest.
Like say Mox and Kenny are wrestling, bro. Like you tell me they're wrestling, I'm fired up, bro. You tell me it's a cage match, I'm not less excited, but it doesn't make me any more excited for the match. I'm not like, oh my god, it's gonna go down, bro. This steel cage is where boys become men and shit. I don't care, bro.
Okay, on the flip side, if you tell me, you see, this is what I mean by like it all depends on the performance. Cause it's like with Kenny Omega, it's like we just put him in a singles match, bro. Like he's that good, and he can be that dynamic, and he can be that creative, and he's that good of a story. You know what I mean? He just suits him to just do what he just paint pictures. You know what I mean? When he's got us just a singles match, just a blank canvas. Now, more kind of directed to either of WrestlePurists. You got Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, you know, so they can have a singles match. Or they can have like this violent, bloody spectacle of a cage match, you know? It's like someone like CM Punk or someone like that, where like they can't rely on the same weapons that Kenny Omega has, but they can really capture kind of like intensity, violence, and kind of just like the feeling of like what a cage match would be. Then it's like he's someone that a cage match with him involved, and it would properly like get me fired up. So it's a weird one. It's the same with ladders. You can apply this to everything, man. It's like ladder matches. Obviously, I don't want to see CM Punk in a ladder match. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to see that. So, whereas Ricochet, do you know what I mean? Or fucking, Bandido, or fucking even Black Taurus with like some of those names that I just mentioned.
But here's the thing. Even those names, I'd rather them just do creative things with their body in a regular match without a ladder. Pause. I'd literally rather they just like you really think about that. Like a lot of those really dynamic lucha style guys, a ladder low-key gets in the way. Actually,
it can. But I'm just saying, look, if you are I'm just saying that in the sense of that, look, you'd rather watch them than like a CM Punk than a Randy Orton in a ladder match because they just have a more of a dynamic moveset that suits it, But yeah, I said the modern stipulation matches that get like overdone. It's tough, isn't it? It's like Hell in a Cell matches. Like they got absolutely obliterated. And it's a shame because that was a great stipulation once upon a time. So tables matches are just like hilarious.
Them having the camera in Ethan Page's face as he walked into the arena.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, bro.
Yo, Trick got that shit on right now.
Like this
Trick's
this match is gonna
real,
be
bro.
This is gonna be the most 2.75 that is ever 2.75. This
gonna be heated, bro.
Ethan Trick match.
This card is just spectacle, bro. Like, we are wrapping up now, but this card is just straight spectacle. It's like you just have that ladder match. You've got fucking Lola Voice and Shane Baszler doing NXT Underground.
She looks so cool right now,
bro. People are saying even WWE fans on the timeline saying this. They're saying that the Apex fans are sitting on their hands and they're not making a sound.
Vegas,
if that's the case for the main event, bro, they're fucked. They're fucked if they don't make any noise for the main.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's what we said earlier, bro.
Trick Williams versus Ethan Page.
Wait, do we know that for sure? We know it's not.
I don't know. I'm assuming
we're actually wrapping up now because Gallows and Anderson are making the war. Disabled, Hot 199, Ricochet versus Samuel with full families. And that's $2. I appreciate the sex dungeon setup, Rob. It's okay. Pylons $5. Appreciate it. Do Hangman and Swerve main event Wembley? And if so, what is the stip? The match got singles match. You could do 2 out of 3.
They wrestle straight up singles, right?
You could do 2 out of 3 though.
I would.
I'm saying you could. I'm not saying I would. I'm saying you could.
Do 2 out of 3, and frame it as we're gonna finish once and for all.
It's tough that they already did the big super death match.
They should have. I wanted their last match to be a last man standing match so bad.
Okay, that works. Last match works.
Isn't the Texas Death just AEW?
That's what I'm saying because they've already done the TDM. The way that they do last man standing matches in AEW, it's just going to be another bloodfest, which I'm not against seeing in person again.
Okay, would you be into the ECW style Falls Count Anywhere, and they kind of get a little kind of kooky with it and fight in the crowd and get weird?
I would if it wasn't Wembley Stadium, because of trying to set up a match like that in Wembley Stadium is going to be difficult, and I'll probably have Stadium Stampede again. So I'm
not really the biggest walk-in brawl guy either, bro. If you're not Austin or Funk, I'm not really trying to see it, bro. I'm not really trying to see it.
Yeah.
Dog collar's not a bad shout.
I think singles or 2 out of 3 falls for me personally. But I'd still could just go singles. I would. But
I'd go 2 out of 3 falls.
Wilshire's and $5. He thought he was back in the NXT locker room with that Bailey comment law.
Yes.
Yeah. Brutus, what is he doing, kid? This sword is a proof of Live 199. Will there be a WrestlePurists mid-year awards this year?
Might as well do it on a Sunday.
It's a lot of effort, to do it the way that, like, because I like to do. The
No.
like
I think he means. Oh, you're talking about that.
We can do like a podcast.
I was just saying, we did a podcast last year.
Yeah, we did a podcast where we just
Yeah.
had our well, I think it was just me, Joe, and Ibu. Or Chuck, was you there?
I
Yeah,
think
you were
I
there,
was
right?
there.
It was
Because
we
we
just-
were
we
all
just
praised
picked-
in New Japan.
Yeah. That was
Oh,
the
God.
where we put over how awesome New Japan was, and it never, like, literally the day after, like,
That was
It swept
yeah.
all the positive awards.
Right after.
That was.
And
that was
then the
off
G1
point.
was the next month, and then
Yeah.
New Japan fell off a cliff.
Yeah. I don't even know my promotion of the year is right now.
All right, guys. We're wrapping this up. Tomorrow, WrestlePurists Worldwide. You know the score. You know we did big business there, so make sure you show up for it. Obviously, just our usual schedule, man. Gonna try and make these Sundays a bit more regular, man, because obviously with the pay-per-views and shit, it kind of makes it a bit difficult. But it's no excuse. I'm making too many excuses. My talent's making too many excuses, saying that they've got families to see and shit. It's not acceptable, bro. Anyway, if you're watching NXT, I hope you enjoy it. If you're not, have a good night. Thanks for watching, and like I said, tune in tomorrow for Worldwide. We'll be back. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching one last time, and peace.